Gonna ride tonight on the trainer. I'm gonna do the 1 hour JCN video tonight. Get those legs spinning and keep them moving here for tonight. So join me for that, and hopefully we'll get some warm weather. It's supposed to break here this next weekend. We'll get outside, do some outside riding, and get you some of the terrain around my place, and bring you along for those rides. All right.
Distribution of power throughout the pedal stroke. But make sure you don't go up to above level 8, you just won't sustain it. Okay, last half a minute of the second sector. So running at about 100 RPM.
So I wanted to talk about something real fast tonight about cadence. This ride's all about different cadences for 3.5 minutes or so, starting high up on the block and working down. But one of the things I wish I'd been told when I was riding or first started out is, you know, cadence is something that it takes a little bit to develop. You just can't ride, 100 RPMs right off the block, especially out on group rides or something like that. You know, group rides are very dynamic. You got hills, downhills, flats, wind, you're in front, you're in back. And it's just a way of, utilizing your body in the most functional, most efficient way you can, and on those rides or even by yourself. And your muscles don't like doing that without some training, just like anything else. So somebody asked me, how do I learn to ride at 90 RPMs or 100 RPMs? I wasn't able to do it at first either. Naturally rode at 80, maybe even lower. Thought I could just power through this, hit these hills, hit these flat outs, and stay with people. Put it in a lower gear. There's nothing wrong with that, but you will burn out quite quickly. So give it some time. Never be afraid to drop it down a gear, especially when you're maybe back in the peloton a little bit, and get those quick muscles built in and working. Give them a chance to grow, and you'll find you recover that much quicker. You don't get dropped as fast. You can respond a little bit quicker, and usually you're in a little bit of a lighter gear when you're spinning like that. So you hit your first major climb, and you're already in a right gear. The cadence slips a little bit. Maybe you go from 100 or 90 to 80, maybe down to 70. But it's like hitting a brick wall. You're already at 50, 60, and you're in the wrong gear. So, work on that. Don't be afraid to play with it. You're riding with a group, and people in front of you are spinning at maybe 80. Try and put it in a lower gear, spin a little faster cadence, and not run into the back of them. And just learn that way. It can be a great tool when you're starting to get tired. I know on the Century ride I did last summer, or September I should say, legs like getting into a real regular habit of I crank best at 85 or whatever, 90. And sometimes just that flat, just needed to spin them and just work those legs out a little bit. Doesn't take a whole lot more energy, different muscles, gives those other muscles a chance to breathe, get some of that lactic acid out of there. So work on it. Spend the time doing videos like this GCN video and riding with that cadence. So anything like me, it didn't come easy. Stick with it. you know, 6-9 months, you'll see a big difference. Not gonna happen overnight. So about 35 minutes left on this ride, and see what kind of improvements we can make tonight. One more thing I want to mention about cadence real fast is that usually, you know, unless you're really fatigued, your high power, low cadence will lead to a lower heartbeat. And you can bring your heartbeat down, you can recover a little bit there, but your legs are taking a beating in that process. So limit it 2-3 minutes. Change it up. Remember, even though your legs are taking the most brunt of it when you're riding, you need to maintain your ability to recover those legs. Now, when you go up in cadence, 190, heartbeat goes up, less strain on your legs. In general, remember, riding with a bunch of other people, in the wind, downwind, up a hill, a lot of things going on there. So it's more of taking advantage of all those situations, and making sure you're riding that you're optimal. But just keep that in mind. You can always drop into a low or high gear, low cadence, and recover. But it's going to take its toll after a while. So be careful with that. Again, especially if you're going to be riding to a hilly area, you could end up in the wrong gear. Then you really be noticing it. So be mindful of that. But don't be afraid to change those gears just to recover down in cadence as well as up in cadence. I thought I'd just bring that back up. Make sure to clarify that.